Hello and welcome to Mickeyology, where we take Disney a little too seriously. I'm Austin Rathall, and today we're examining a movie many of you have been requesting. It's Disney's prehistoric epic, Dinosaur. I'll admit I was a little nervous to cover this one because this isn't a historical movie. It's prehistoric, so many of the clues I often rely on to analyze a movie, like dialogue, costumes, and technology, don't apply for this film. However, while this movie is a bit of a different beast, pun intended, it does hold clues that may tell us when and where this dino drama takes place. To identify when Dinosaur takes place, all you need to do is Google Disney's Dinosaur. The official Walt Disney Animation Studios website says the movie takes place 65 million years ago. Filmmakers confirmed this date in the various marketing material for the movie too. Dinosaur officially takes place at the end of the Cretaceous period, when dinosaurs began to go extinct, hence the big comet. Since Disney tells us when the film takes place, all we need now is to determine where it takes place. To do that, let's do some dino detective work. Different species of dinosaurs lived in different parts of the world, so, in theory, if we can identify the species in the movie, we should be able to tell where the film takes place. If all the movie's species of dinosaurs come from Asia, for example, we can assume that's where the story occurs. The problem is, these dinosaurs come from all over the map. Our hero, Aladar, is an iguanodon. Those were native to North America, North Africa, Europe, and Asia. Our villains, the Carnivores, on the other hand, lived only in Argentina. Aladar's ally Ema is a Styracosaurus, which lived in North America, as did this species, Ankylosaurus. These nasty little velociraptors, though, were native to Asia. The elderly baleen is a Brachiosaurus, which were native to Africa, North America, and Europe, but then of course there are also lemurs, which are native to the island of Madagascar. There's no way these species could all meet in the same place, especially baleen, because she's not even from the same era as the others. The other species lived in the Cretaceous period, but Brachiosaurus lived millions of years earlier in the Jurassic period. Filmmakers try to justify this by saying that baleen is old and the last of her kind. Since we can't identify the film's location from the dinosaurs themselves, let's take a look at the land they occupy. The movie begins when various types of dinosaurs carry an egg away from its nest over the ocean and then drop it onto an island of lemurs. Aladar hatches from the egg and lives on Lemur Island until a comet crashes to Earth and destroys it in a firestorm. Aladar and his family swim to the mainland and join a migrating herd on their way to the safe and fertile nesting grounds. All this tells us that the movie takes place in a coastal area, near an offshore island, in a region with both desert and tropical features. So, what real-world location fits those criteria? Something unique about Dinosaur is that while its characters are CG, most of its backgrounds are live action. Disney sent teams of filmmakers to real locations to capture footage which animators used as backdrops for their scenes. So, all we have to do is identify the locations in the footage, and that should tell us where the film takes place, right? Wrong. Disney captured footage from all over the world for this movie.
In the opening 6 minutes alone, we have been to Venezuela, Australia, Western Samoa,
Florida, Hawaii,
and Southern California. And we make it all look like one place.
So, not only are the characters from all over the world, but so are the backgrounds. I once said that Mulan is the most historically inaccurate of all Disney's animated movies, but I take that back. It's this one. That doesn't make it a bad movie, of course, but it does make it difficult to assign it to a real time and place. So if we had to pick the most likely location for the movie, where would it be? Madagascar? That's where lemurs are. North America? That's where many of the dinosaur species are from. I would argue that there is another region that fits the film best, and it has a lot to do with that comet. Most scientists now agree that the dinosaurs went extinct because of the destruction wrought by a meteor or comet that crashed to Earth near Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. According to the National Science Foundation, the impact brought superheated winds moving at over 620 miles per hour that would have radiated 900 to 1800 kilometers out from the asteroid's impact point. The impact was accompanied by a massive plume of 25 trillion metric tons of molten material shooting up into the atmosphere. This plume would have passed right through the atmosphere, firing some material out into space. However, the remainder would have rained down over North America, incinerating everything within a radius of more than 1,000 miles and causing wildfires in 70% of the world's forests. That more or less matches what we see in the movie. However, if Aladar is as close to the impact site as he appears to be, he'd be unlikely to survive. However, if we suspend disbelief enough to accept Aladar's survival, we can assume that he and his family must live somewhat close to the Yucatan Peninsula. That makes sense considering Disney shot background footage in both Florida and Venezuela, which are relatively close to there, closer than Madagascar anyway. Not only is Venezuela featured in some of the movie's most breathtaking footage, but there are both deserts and jungles near its northern coast, just like the land that we see in the film. Remember that carnivores are also native to Argentina. That's not exactly close to Venezuela, but at least it's on the same continent. If Aladar and friends are migrating on or near Venezuela, they probably wouldn't be near enough to the comet to see its destruction up close. However, they may have been close enough to feel its effects and yet also be far enough away to survive them, and maybe even find a habitable place to live. Based on official statements, the characters, and geography in the movie, I'm placing Disney's Dinosaur 65 million years ago, in or near modern-day Venezuela. So there you have it. That is my theory for when and where Disney's Dinosaur takes place. Please let me know in the comments what you think of my conclusions and when and where you think the movie takes place. Also, please let me know which Disney movie you would like me to analyze next. This video came about because of your requests, so please keep those requests coming in. Also, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel before you go so you stay up to date on all the new videos and our channel has a chance to grow. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.